Alright, so welcome back. So now I have my latest version pretty much complete. I have four holes that are 1/8 inch at the very bottom. You can't have it any higher because then the fog will escape. You have to have it right at the very bottom. So then I got another additional pipe slid inside of this one, which has kind of like an arrestor at the top to allow more oxygen to go into the tube. So all that does is just slides in. And actually I can push it down to here to allow the holes to be plugged off, but I just keep it at max airflow. So now, then it says I got myself a little cheap cell phone charger for powering the circuit. So, start her up. You can see it's burning pretty good at the very tip anyway. It is honestly pretty hot. So, like I showed in the past, this is just like a copper, a 1/2 inch to 3 or 5/8 like bunt for like plumbing. And if I use this to kind of like funnel the fumes into, or the flame into like a more of a torch, it seems like it would kind of help burn the excess fuel more into a, I don't know, a cleaner burning flame. Kind of helps, kind of, I don't know. It's hard to say what's really hotter. This flame is still super hot though. There's a lot of heat in that flame, and it heats this coupler up really quick. This is copper. It turned brown or that black because it's oxidized from me heating it up. And then here's just like one of the 1/2 inch brass. This thing gets super hot quick. And then here's just a piece of copper wire, or if you want to call it a rod. I'll show you how quickly it heats this up. Heats up with pretty ease. Getting some green flame coming off of it. Gets to the point where it almost will melt the copper, which is very surprising. You can see when I drop it down into the blue flame, see the difference in color from the copper almost wanting to melt. Like it's glowing red. Like it's real close to wanting to melt. I don't want it to melt because it would drip down inside there and that would totally destroy the piezoelectric crystal. I don't want to let it sit in there too long, just in case it did do that. But you can tell that blue flame down at the very bottom is like definitely a lot hotter. I'll bring it in a little closer for you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. So we've got the flame. I would imagine you guys could probably see this. I don't know if you can see the difference. You can see it when I pull it out though. I can see it myself, how hot the very tip is where the blue flame is. You can definitely see the difference. That very bottom tip where it's in the blue flame is like very, very, very hot. It's still very hot here. Like, look, it's almost about ready to melt. Yeah, this thing is extremely hot, burning. I know for a fact that alcohol burner does not get this hot at all, nowhere near as hot. I could never do this with a copper wire like this. Right here, it's about its sweet spot, seems like. You can see how hot it's getting. It's freaking hot. Right at the tip of that blue flame is its hottest. So this is pretty much as hot as I can get this flame, I think, and as efficient as I can get it. If I had that little afterburner tube, it might help a little, but I don't know. I think this is pretty good how it is right now. So in my next test, I'm gonna do a water boiling. I'm gonna have to make like a little. I'm gonna have to make a little tripod to go over it so I can hold a can of something just so he can heat it up. It's kind of tall, so I'm gonna have to figure out something kind of stable. And then I'll compare it with this alcohol burner, and I'll probably put it to its max flame because this thing is really hot. But yep, that's where I'm at right now. And my next video, I'll do a boiling water test by comparing this alcohol burner to this one. I know for a fact this one's way hotter than that, especially now that I have it burning really efficiently. Like, look at the thing, it's like a blowtorch. It even sounds like a blowtorch. When I put it close, I don't know, you might be able to hear it more. It sounds like a blowtorch right now. But yeah, I'll let you guys go and show you my progress along my build here. And then, like I said, in my next test, I'll try to do a boiling water test between these two burners. Alright, see you later, guys.